Hey everybody. So in this last video for the chapter, we're going to discuss how ACE inhibitors are going to help with elevating blood pressure. So in this case, what we're going to see is we have reduced blood flow to the kidneys, right? So when the blood pressure drops, again, blood is not going to be able to travel throughout the body as quickly. So when that happens, the kidneys are going to recognize this and release the hormone renin. When that happens, we are going to be able to produce angiotensin 2. This is something we discussed in the hormone chapter in the previous playlist. So if you want to go back and see the specifics of how angiotensin 2 is produced, you can go back to that video. So back to it, the kidneys are going to release renin. Renin produces angiotensin 2, and that angiotensin 2 is going to cause vasoconstriction. So again, if this is my blood vessel, what's going to happen is it's going to constrict, meaning it's going to get smaller. When that happens, it's going to increase blood pressure, like we talked about in previous videos, and therefore our blood pressure is going to increase, and therefore blood flow will increase back to the kidneys. So it's just another negative feedback loop of how we can increase blood pressure. Here are some risk factors for stroke. Some of these you may have heard before. So alcohol consumption, diabetes, elevated cholesterol, family history, hypertension, smoking, and then transient ischemic attacks. These are all things that can increase your stroke factors. And then lastly, here are some of the drugs that you can take to treat hypertension and how they work specifically. So at this time, if you guys have any questions with anything we discussed in class or any of the negative feedback loops, please let me know and we can make sure we feel comfortable with this before we move into the next chapter.